Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the UEFA Europa League Round of 16 draw live from the House of European Football here in Nyon. The knockout round playoffs action was ferocious as 16 teams fought to keep their European seasons alive. The first legs left us on the edge of our seats with more than half of the ties decided by one goal or less, setting up what was another memorable night of second leg Europa League football last night. The first four teams to secure a place in today's draw were UEFA club competition stalwarts Benfica and AC Milan, alongside Freiburg and Karabag, who both needed extra time heroics in order to advance. The excitement continued in the second window, which saw the final four places booked by Sporting, Sparta Praha, Marseille, and in the rematch of the Europa Conference League final from a couple of seasons ago, it was Roma who overcame Feyenoord in a dramatic penalty shootout. These 8 winners will now have the tough task of facing one of the group winners for a coveted place in the quarterfinals. Let's take a quick look at the 16 clubs remaining in this year's Europa League. All right, some great action there as we saw, some definitely more action coming up in the round of 16. But who will play who? That's what we will find out very shortly. It's now time to invite on stage the man who will be leading the proceedings, of course, and that is UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti. Giorgio, welcome.
Thank you, Pedro.
Over to you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So the last season of the group stage format has been nothing short of thrilling, and there is no better example than what we saw over the past 2 weeks in the knockout round playoffs to remind us of the incredible potential of this competition. Next season, like the other UEFA competitions, the UEFA Europa League evolves with 36 teams competing in one league phase where we expect a new explosive mix of emotions. We have a lot to look forward to, but first there is a full stock of emotions awaiting us in this season, as the dream of lifting one of the most iconic trophies in football remains in reaching distance of 16 clubs. And every touch, every pass, every save, every scored or missed goal can be the difference between elation or heartbreak. 9 national associations are represented in today's draw, sure to give us exciting ties that will showcase various styles and tactics to keep us on the edge of our seats. I'd like to recognize especially Karabakh, who are the first club from Azerbaijan to reach the round of 16 of a UEFA Club competition. Congratulations. This year's final takes us to beautiful Dublin, and so to assist us with today's draw is a well-known Irish football legend and the ambassador of this year's UEFA Europa League final.
So please welcome on stage one of the most decorated and versatile players of all time, John O'Shea. Welcome, John.
Good.
Fantastic to have you here with us.
Thank you.
For the Europa League draw, let me ask you to take a position here to my left. It's important to have the positioning,
Gotcha.
right? Centre backs.
Yeah, versatile,
right.
so I was changing.
Very good, very good. I like that. Let's talk about the competition before you join Giorgio for the draw. What stood out for you so far? Clubs, moments, matches?
Look, you have to mention Karabakh, a special mention last night. I think
Dramatic.
yeah, dramatic, and obviously the late surprise, the goal, and big moment for them, obviously, to get to the knockout stages. Look, the English teams are always very strong, but even to see the two Prague teams as well, very good to see, and the diversity is big around Europe at the moment.
For sure, and good to know you're following the competition closely. Of course, you have extra motivation to do so with the final coming to Dublin.
Yeah.
How are preparations going? How are people feeling now that we're deep into the knockout stages?
Yeah, a lot more excitement building about it, because every time, obviously it's the second time they're going to host a major European final, I think, as well. So the atmosphere is building, and I think they just can't wait to showcase what Dublin has to offer, because it's obviously an amazing city, and it's one that's looking forward to hosting many more major tournaments to come and finals.
Yeah, for sure. And without putting you on the spot, but kind of putting you on the spot, who do you think is going to make it there? Who are the favourites?
Look, I think an English team will possibly get to the final. Who, I'm not going to commit to. I think...
Smart choice.
Yeah, I think, look, Leverkusen, you have to say, are in a strong position at the minute, but you always have to remember the Italian teams also too. So some big names still in the competition still. For
sure, 9 countries represented, as Giorgio said as well. We're nearly ready to go. Before we do so, we need another a man on stage, and that is Tobias Hedstuck, head of club competitions and calendar, who will join us now. Toby will explain the technical procedure. Good to see you, Toby.
Thank you, Pedro, and of course, good afternoon, everyone, also from my side. Please allow me to directly explain to you the procedure for today's draw. Every group winner will be drawn against a winner of the knockout round playoffs from a different association. The group winners are seeded and play the second leg at home, whereas the winners of the knockout round playoffs play the first leg at home. Each of the 8 pairings will be determined by drawing one of the winners of the knockout round playoffs first, and then one of the eligible group winners. The 8 balls containing the names of the knockout round playoffs winners are all placed in one bowl, while the balls containing the names of their potential opponents are picked from the 8 different group winners bowl just in front of me. After drawing each knockout round playoffs winners, the computer will indicate which group winners can be drawn, bearing in mind that teams from the same country cannot play against each other. The relevant balls will be picked and then placed into the other bowl, where one ball will be drawn to form a pairing with the knockout round playoffs winners already drawn. Should we have only one team eligible to be drawn against a particular knockout round playoffs winners, there will be no draw and the two teams will be paired directly. This procedure is then repeated for all the 8 remaining pairings. After the draw, in accordance with the competition regulations, the UEFA administration will determine the final fixture list, which, due to the constellation of the teams, may involve reversals of fixtures. The calendar will be published at 18 hours at the latest, and the fixture list is therefore not final until this announcement. In this regard, please also note that due to the city clashes concerning SL Benfica and Sporting Club de Portugal, in order to respect the sporting criteria of the competition, Sporting Club de Portugal will play their first leg in the round of 16 at home on Tuesday, 5th March 2024 at 18 hours 45 CET, irrespective of their opponents. So now you have all the information you need, so let me hand the floor back to Giorgio as we are ready to start with the draw.
Yes, nearly ready. Let's take a look at the clubs, starting with the group winners. So the seeded teams are West Ham United FC, Brighton and Hove Albion, Rangers FC, Atalanta BC, Liverpool FC, Villarreal CF, CSKA Slavia Praha and Bayern 04 Leverkusen. Among the winners of the knockout playoffs, unseeded teams, we have SC Freiburg, Olympique de Marseille, AC Sparta Praha, Sporting Club de Portugal, SL Benfica, AC Milan, AS Roma, Karabag FK. That's all, John. This is your moment. Everybody is waiting for you to deliver the pairings, and you start with the first of the winners of the knockout playoffs. The ball is open.
AC Sparta Praha.
And we start with AC Sparta Praha. They can play all the potential opponents except one, Slavia Praha, in accordance with our regulations. So Sparta Praha, last appearance in this round of the competition was in the 2015-16 season, where they reached the quarterfinals. Hopefully they will want to do it also this time. And this is the team which will try to oppose Sparta Praga reaching next
Liverpool
round.
FC.
And this team is Liverpool FC. Quite a high hurdle, I would say. Liverpool FC, current leaders in the Premier League. John, you can deliver the next. Team Sparta Praha versus Liverpool. Liverpool, 3-time winners in this competition, 73, 76, 2001. And finalists also in the last appearance in this competition, 2016.
Olympique de Marseille.
And now we go with Olympique de Marseille. So Olympique de Marseille can be drawn against all the 7 potential opponents. 3 times finalists. The last time was in 2018 when the final was played in their country, in Nyon. So the opponent of Olympique de Marseille is this team.
Villarreal.
Villarreal. Olympique de Marseille versus Villarreal, the winners of 2021. We can proceed, of course. Villarreal qualified from all the 9 times they participated in the UEFA Europa League groups and won 4 of the previous 5 round of 16 ties.
AS Roma.
And now for the match number 3, we have AS Roma emerging from the thrilling penalty shootout yesterday. Roma can play 5 of the 6 opponents, not Atalanta. They were finalists in twice, 91 and last year, 2023. Fourth time in the last 5 seasons in the round of 16 of Europa League. So for Roma, we have
Brighton and Hove Albion.
Brighton and Hove Albion, so an Italian coach facing an Italian team. Roma versus Brighton, first participation in a UEFA competition for Brighton. Very successful so far. Match number 4.
SL Benfica.
And we move to the Portuguese capital, Lisbon, for Benfica. Benfica can play all 5 remaining potential opponents. 3-time finalists of the tournament, Benfica, 1983, 2013, and 2014.
Rangers FC.
Benfica versus Rangers FC, finalists in 2008 and 2022. That's the 4th pairing. We are ready to go to the other half of our draw. 4 pairings already drawn, 4 to be drawn. Starting with the
SC Freiburg.
SC Freiburg. After an astonishing comeback yesterday, 2-0 down and then winning 3-2. They can play 3 opponents, not Bayer Leverkusen. Round of 16 also last year for Freiburg. They will play
West Ham United.
West Ham United. So, Freiburg, West Ham United, another exciting tie. Semi-finalists in 2022. The winners of the UEFA Conference League of last year. 3 ties still to be drawn.
Sporting Club de Portugal.
And this is Sporting Clube de Portugal. They have 3 opponents possible. Finalist in 2005, Sporting. They became, this is very important, Sporting is the first club having reached the landmark of 200 matches played in this competition. So congratulations to Sporting.
Atalanta BC.
Sporting playing Atalanta. So Sporting versus Atalanta, who won their group and without losing any single match. And Sporting and Atalanta were in the same group, so they know each other quite well.
AC Milan.
And back again in Italy, not far away from Bergamo, Milano, AC Milan. Milan can be drawn against either Slavia or Bayer Leverkusen. Milan in the search of one of the few European trophies they have not won.
SK Slavia Praha.
Milan, Slavia, Praha is the second last pairing. Only one is left. Obviously, we will have no draw here, but we need to see the team, the only team left in the among the winners of the knockout playoffs. That is
Karabag FK.
Karabag FK, and Karabag FK once again this season will be opposed against to Bayer Leverkusen. So Karabakh, Bayer Leverkusen finalizes the draw. This is the lineup of the round of 16 of the Europa League for this season.
All right, well done, gentlemen. A lot of emotion here in the room, a lot of reactions, a lot of tension as the teams are coming out. Let's have a look at the result of today's draw for the round of 16. We've got Sparta Praha coming up against Liverpool. It'll be Olympique de Marseille versus Villarreal. AS Roma are taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. It's Benfica versus Rangers. Freiburg taking on West Ham United. Sporting Clube Portugal playing Atalanta. AC Milan facing Slavia Praha. And Karabakh are playing Bayer Leverkusen. Now, the first leg of the round of 16 matches will take place on March 7th, with the exception that Toby explained regarding the Sporting match a couple of days earlier, followed by the return legs on the 14th of March. One final note from our side, as Giorgio mentioned earlier, from next season onwards, UEFA's men's club competitions evolve into a dynamic 36-team league phase format, where every match, every goal, every point and position counts. But don't take it just from me. Let's have a little bit more information on what's heading our way.
The 2024-25 season sees the start of an exciting new era for the UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League. Taking part in the competitions, though, remains open and based on sporting merit. From next season, the current 32-team group stage will be replaced by a league phase featuring 36 teams in each of UEFA's 3 men's club competitions. Each team will be drawn against 8 different opponents, 2 from each of the 4 seeding pots, playing 4 at home and 4 away. However, in the UEFA Conference League, each team plays only 6 opponents, 1 from each of the 6 seeding pots. Teams that finish in positions 1 to 8 qualify directly for the round of 16. Teams ranked 9 to 24 must face each other in the knockout playoff round to join the top 8 in the round of 16. Teams in positions 25 to 36 are eliminated from all competitions. In the knockout phase, all ties are contested home and away, culminating with a single-leg final. In the new league format, every match, every goal, every point and position in the ranking counts. The new system will ensure fast-changing and unpredictable standings, more matches between equally ranked teams competing for crucial points, with fans able to enjoy top clashes right from the first match day. 2024, a thrilling new future for European club football.
That's right, a thrilling future coming up for UEFA's men club competitions. That'll start from next season. As far as this draw is concerned, that'll do it from all of us here in Nyon. I'd like to thank John, Giorgio and Toby for your skillful handling of proceedings. We'll be back soon here at the House of European Football. Take care. See you soon. All the best.